Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy LIL-T, everybody. This is it, man. We've been talking about this for a long time, man. Self-Care Saturdays, episode number 1. TK, what's poppin' with you, brother?
What's poppin' with it, LIL-T?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. It's a blessing to be here with you, bro.
It's a blessing to be here.
This is special, bro. Like,
Very
this
special.
is I've been having this vision for a very long time, my brother. And
yes, sir.
to actually bring you on the first episode, it's special, bro. Cause like when I first met you about a month ago, man,
Right.
like we ain't even been knowing each other that long, bro, but like just the vibe, bro.
Yeah.
It was just there, you know what I'm saying? And every time we get together and every time we talk, bro, I was like, man, bro, I'm about to start this podcast. And you were like, well, what's up? And like, you know, like it just made sense, bro. So to have you on the first episode, bro, I just want to say thank you for, you know, making that drive and taking your time to come out here, bro.
Oh, I want to say thank you for having me, man. I'm very appreciative. I love chopping it up with you, man. It's always a great vibe. Positive, you know what we stand for. We very spiritual at the same time. We get deep. So when you presented the idea of the Self-Care Saturday and you were saying talk about things beyond what people see and talk about experiences that we actually go through so people know that we all the same. We all go through things. I was all for it, man. Because you know my message and the message that I stand for, man, I'm all about just being real and being authentic. So I want to thank you for allowing me to come here, be on this platform, spread a message, and man, I hope we can touch somebody out there today.
Brother, we gonna touch more than one person, and at the end of the day,
for sure.
it's there's even if it's just one person, that's what it's about. Bro.
Job done.
You know what I'm saying?
Job
Mission
done.
accomplished. That's the goal. You know, it's not about the views; it's about the message to me. You know what I'm
Real
saying?
talk.
And somebody's fighting something right now that's listening to this, and they like, man, I need this morning. You know, I need this evening. You know what I'm saying? So, but my brother, like, introduce yourself, TK Trent, man. What they call you? What you do? Why you started doing what you do? Talk to him, my brother.
TK, you heard the man. Most people call me TK, but my real name is Trenton King. That's my name given to me by my mom. She loves when people call me Trenton King. So, you know, it's starting to grow on me. When I was younger, I used to just want a nickname, so people just called me TK, you know, first initial, last initial. But yeah, man, I'm an entrepreneur, creator, visionary, prophet. I consider myself all of those things. I don't try to categorize myself into one thing because, man, there's so much that we can do in this world. And
Facts.
I try to do anything that comes to my heart. You know, if I feel like I need to do this, I'm going to do it. So I do everything, but most people know me for Element Beverage Company. You know, it started by my brother, Devin Espadron. He sadly passed away. But now his legacy lives on through us. You know, when I say us, it's not just me. It's a bunch of people.
100%.
To name, including yourself. People who want to come along this journey with us. And you know, that's basically what you're doing as well. You're giving us the opportunity to spread a message. Now you're a part of this journey, so we consider you a part of Element.
That's a blessing, bro. It's a blessing.
Real talk,
and man, I want to touch on that, man. Like everything y'all are doing with the Element, man. Like it's all positive.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And that's
100%.
really why, like when you know me and you first got in contact, I was like, man, I really. It was just the vibe, bro. I met Ron, I met you, and I was just like, man, this is right. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you gave me the jacket, bro, and the rest is history, bro.
Real authentic, man.
You know, we just started running with it, bro, and I see the vision behind the water, and I see everybody that's plugged in with the water. Yeah, everybody's got that genuine, you know, positive vibe, bro. So,
and I'm glad you said that, bro, because at the end of the day, it is a business, it is an organization, and you want your organization to reflect the leaders, and reflect everybody, and where people who come along want to feel a part. Nike is so successful because people working for Nike want to work for Nike.
Facts.
I don't want people who want to work with me just because money, fame, and all that other stuff. I want you to genuinely be a part of this situation. Because at the end of the day, I'm not using nobody, you know?
Right.
I'm trying to help you get to where you're trying to be and vice versa.
Right.
You know? I want to see you successful, LIL-T.
Right.
Like, you know, you call me, you hit me up with an idea. I'm like, man, let's.
Right.
I'm giving you my 2 cents of how we can make it happen, you know?
Wow.
That's the type of person I am, and that's the type of person Ron is, Pino, all my other partners, all
that's
of us,
special,
man.
brother. I appreciate that, my dog.
Oh, yeah.
Real, bro.
You already know.
You know.
One call, that's all. Call me Morris Bart.
Yeah. You already know, man. My man really on a mission, bro. Like, I'm proud of you, dog. Like, you know, and you steady moving with it, bro. I know you do the music, bro, and as I was bumping your music, bro, we were just talking about it, bro. Like, when I first cut your music on, I was like, man, this dude sound like J. Cole. And like, yo, J. Cole, if you listening, bro, like for real, like this dude, he got a gift, man. But
appreciate it,
yeah,
brother.
bro, like you got a special gift, bro, and
Thank
your
you.
message it's unique, bro.
Right.
What inspired you to run with the message you got, and what's up with that, bro? Like, why?
Yeah.
Talk to
I
him,
mean,
bro.
we was talking about it earlier, man. It's just real life. It's just what I'm really living. It's authentic. Like growing up, I used to always freestyle. A lot of people don't know, but just only my partner Pino, and occasionally Ryan might have been my brother know, but we used to just freestyle, man. You know, in high school, I never took it serious. I wanted to be a football player. I wanted to go to the league, but my passion for music had ended up going away. But then what rekindled that was Element in the situation with Dev. You know, he was actually making music, so I saw the vision that he was going for, which was kind of being like that young CEO doing what Jay-Z was doing, but at a much younger age, having a successful company on some Apple, on some Amazon of that magnitude, because that's what we consider Element. Like, that's what got us inspired, because me and Ron was talking about on a drive here. We were saying, you know, in order to be a great leader, you have to make people want to be a part. And I just said it, like, they have to want to reach their potential as well. And Devin had that ability to make us feel like that. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, the belief that he had in us and his vision, it was out of this world.
It's fire.
To get me, I graduated valedictorian, bro. I dropped out of school. I dropped out of college for that vision. Like, that's how strong Devin's influence was, and that's how strong that brand is. So, you know, everything that I talk about in my raps is all real. It's just the things that we went through in that time frame, and, you know, it's the things that I continue to go through in life. So once I learned how to master that, and I still don't consider myself a master, but once I learned how the formula and the blueprint and my sound, it just started taking off, bro. I just caught fire, man, and I love it.
You got a gift, bro.
Appreciate it.
You definitely got a gift, bro.
Appreciate it,
like,
brother.
I see something special in your music, bro. So
Thank
keep
you.
doing that, man. If y'all haven't, you know, checked out his music or got a chance to yet, I encourage you to do so. Where can they find your music, bro? Where can they?
Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, basically all platforms. You go on my Instagram at @Trendsetter_. My Twitter's at @Trendsetter_. You know, I be dropping a lot of gems. I try not to be on social media as often because, you know, I try to keep the mental kind of clear. But yeah, man, you can find me anywhere, man. Feel free to DM me if you want my number to chop it up. I'm that type of guy, man. You already know.
I already know, bro.
You come up
I already
I'm
know,
Joseph.
man.
I want to Joseph convo. It's all about positivity, though. But
For sure, bro. So, man, here's the real question, bro. Like, this is special. We're gonna dive a little deep, bro.
Yes.
This is really special, bro. This is why we got the show, man.
Right.
And you know, I'm excited, bro. But the
Well,
world.
let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
This is Self-Care Saturday, right?
Okay.
So how did you come up with the idea, and what really inspired you to start something like this, especially here in a city like Covington, which is basically, I consider New Orleans, because New Orleans, I consider that in the surrounding area.
I'm getting all these people to come up to me and DM me all the time, say, LIL-T, like, I really need your message. I really need that. Like, that what you said really helped me today. Like, you know, constantly, you know, getting that feedback. And I'm like, okay, well, I need feedback too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go through things myself, and I say, you know what? How dope would it be to sit down with people and talk about real life issues?
Right.
And ask them, as I'm interviewing them, how they get through what they dealing with, or if they, you know, might be suffering something I might be suffering with.
Right.
How you get through it, and hearing their advice might be something that helps me. And not only am I interviewing people and helping them, but they helping me, and so we helping at the same time.
Right.
And I'm pretty much, it's like a counseling thing, but it's a self-care thing, and they get to come vibe with LIL-T. Like, they get to come sit down and have just a one-on-one conversation with me, feel comfortable, but at the same time, it's not just like we just sitting down talking. We actually, like, we growing from this. You know what I'm saying?
We getting deep. We getting
that's
deep.
where it came from, bro. Like, I wanted that. I knew that this wasn't just going to help other people. I knew it was going to help me. And I live by something, man. I got it tatted on my left arm, bro. Inspire to be inspired, bro.
Yeah.
Like, because I know, like, if I can inspire somebody else, that inspires me, bro. It was just a vision. And I said, man, like, you know, I this is more than just like a a podcast.
Right.
This is gonna be a mental health self-care check-in.
Right. This is a safe space.
100%.
A community. You're building a community, and that's what I really love about it, man. Because we talked about it earlier. A lot of artists be going through things. A lot of people go through things. Period. Right. And they're just not as expressive. So it's learning how to have these conversations publicly and openly to realize you're not alone. Which is why I respect your podcast, bro.
Come on, brother.
So I already knew. I saw the vision early, and I'm with it, man. And to be the first person on the first one to be vulnerable, I'm all for it. So we could dive into whatever questions. So
check me out, bro. What do you deal with on a day-to-day basis? What's something that, you might go through in your life? What's something that, just speak on something self-care that you might go through that, you might deal with it on a day-to-day basis that somebody else you might deal with that might be able to relate to, bro.
Man, a tough one.
But the real question is, before you say anything, the real question is, I feel like I want to touch on this because, like, it's so real, bro. Like, how are you doing? That's the first question I want to ask you because, like, and so many people, we get so used to, like, yo, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good, or I'm doing all right, and no one wants to dive deep into depth of
with their how they're really
why
feeling.
Are you doing all right?
Right.
Instead, it's always like, oh, that's what's up, bro. Like, well, it's good to see you.
It's just like computerized. It's a computerized response. Right.
So how are you doing is the first
question. I'm doing pretty well. And you know that I'm saying that because I'm really blessed. Like, see, I've been along this journey to where I've learned how to manage my emotions and manage my feelings and keep myself and restrict myself from falling into a deep hole, an abyss. But that's what I was going to say. Something that I deal with daily is doubt. And, that's something that we all deal with.
All the time.
Doubt in our abilities and doubt in what we can do and what we can make of this world and make of this reality. So, man, that is a huge issue that needs to be talked about because everybody goes through it.
Come on.
Everybody goes through it.
Come on.
It's like you wake up, you have this dream. You have this voice in your head saying, let's go do it. Let's go do it. But then on the other hand, you got that voice that's saying, you're not good enough. You're not special.
Facts.
You're not great. You would never be like Mac Miller. You'll never be like Lil Wayne. You'll never be on that level.
Right.
But now you have to choose which voice are you going to listen to. And that's a daily choice, bro. That's a daily choice. And if anybody's listening out here having that, like, I want you to really put that in your head. Like, because that's the thing about meditation. That's why they say meditate. To analyze, not bring your mind to a state of quietness, but to analyze what you're thinking about.
Right.
Like, what am I allowing to process in my brain, which then in turn affects my emotion and affects what I see and how I feel. Fact. So that's why I say I'm feeling really well because what I do, I practice counting my blessings every morning, every night, being thankful for the opportunity just to wake up. I was saying it earlier, man, that Genesis story is much deeper than Adam and Eve and the creation story. But it's like we have domain over everything in this world. You have domain over your life. You literally create your life. You literally can wake up and say, I'm going to do this today and go do it.
Manifestation.
It's
real.
It's real.
It's real.
It's practice. It's self-discipline. And there's different tools and formulas that's needed to get up to this point. But that's why I'm saying I've been through a lot. And I still have a long way to go. But in order to get up to this point of being well, I'm well, brother.
Yeah, and as we were talking earlier, like there were certain words that like I think helped me, keep my manifestation right. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like to use the word like eventually I'm gonna have this person on the podcast or one day I'm Lord willing. Nah, I tell myself I can and I will.
Right.
I will.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you work hard, that goes for anything. Any type of trade you do, whatever your day-to-day job is, you might have just started a job yesterday. Yeah. And you might be listening and you might not be, like perfect at this job yet. You know what I'm saying? Like you might just be starting or you might be, just started making music. Like whatever it is, whatever you're trying to do in life, if you're not, look, you might be good at it now, but put your goal as to becoming great at it.
Right.
Every single day I wake up, I'm trying to figure out how can I go from good to great.
Right.
I'm not trying to be perfect because like nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
Don't ever aim to be perfect because you'll never get there. Nobody's perfect. Like we're gonna have parts in the podcast where we stuttering on words or we itching our face or something like that.
Yeah.
Yo, like. You don't gotta worry about that stuff. Like that stuff don't matter. Something. You drop a pen or something right now, but don't ever get to a point in your craft where you overthinking. You know what I'm saying? So if you listening and you trying to grow in something, I want to encourage you. Just don't ever aim to be perfect. Try to go from good to great every single day, and manifest states like real words that are gonna help you push forward. Like I will and I can. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what keeps me from, having that doubt, because I don't necessarily really suffer with doubt, but I guess I could say I'm in the same ballpark because I struggle with confidence.
Yeah.
People constantly walking up to me like, bro, I'm still alive because of your videos and stuff. And sometimes I'm like, am I that dope? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, am I? You know what I'm saying? And like people be like, look, bro, like I ain't ever talked about this before, like live, and this is I'm just gonna put it out there, bro. I'm getting goosebumps about to say it because I suffer with suicidal thoughts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And people like constantly like, man, T's an inspiration, blah blah blah, this and that, positive guy. But bro, like, I wouldn't say I'm suicidal, but I do have suicidal thoughts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I suffer with, and depression and different things. And it's like, man, like I've always struggled with confidence, bro. Like, putting myself down sometimes, So if you could give me any advice on that, bro, that's why I'm loving this, bro. Because we're giving each other, wisdom and encouragement.
I mess with it. I mean, I want to touch on 3 key points that I heard in there. Right. 1, the power of the tongue. Facts. 2, paralysis by analysis. And 3, dealing with those thoughts. So the first one, the power of the tongue. Like you said, I will, I can. That's real. Words have emotions behind it, which is why I like to read a lot. And, I write, I rap. So I deal with a lot of words. Words have power beyond them. There's no sense of, I'm just saying it just to say it. Like, I tell my girl all the time, I say, why are you saying that? Even if you don't mean it, even if it's something negative, even if you're just playing around, because the power of the tongue and manifesting is real. Like if we say what I said, you say you want currency on here. I said I'm gonna get currency on here, and I firmly believe in that. Right. That's the only way. That's part of the formula. You have to actually believe what you're saying. Facts. Too. So the power of the tongue is so powerful that people don't even realialize it. Right. I was just talking about that last night. If you don't believe it, you're just saying it.
Man, I was just talking to somebody about that last night, man. Like, the first time I ever went to church, man, like, I was praying for something, man. And pastor kept looking at me. It's like, he's shaking his head. I'm like, what's up, bro? And he's like, T, you got to believe, bro. Yeah. Like, you got to believe. And I'm like, what you mean? He's like, bro, you got to close your eyes and you got to believe. Like, you got to believe what you praying for. Right. And he looked at me and he's like, man, I'm like 16 years old. And he looking at me like, faith is believing in something you can't see. Yep. And I'm like, bro, and that spoke to me like forever. 1,000%. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what you saying, that's real, bro.
And it's having the ability to take yourself to that place of vulnerability because God, He's right here. He's in this room present right now. He's present in the car or wherever you're listening to it right now. It's having that ability to be vulnerable, like, and get to that belief and that power. And one thing that I do is I get on my knees to pray, bro. Like, that's one of the ways of showing, respect. Like, the most humbling way, you kneeling to somebody, you kneeling to something, you kneeling to a higher being. And man, once you do that, and once you tap into that inherent power that we all have inside of us, you can conquer this world.
Facts.
But don't overanalyze with paralysis by analysis, trying to be perfect, because there's no such thing.
Come on, bro. Like I said, don't aim to be perfect.
Don't aim to be perfect.
Aim to be great.
Aim to be great.
You know what I'm saying?
Along this musical journey, I've learned different things with mixing and mastering and all this and that. So once I go back and listen to music that once inspired me and still inspires me, I go back and listen to old Drake, old Wayne, old Currency. I'm like, these mixes ain't hitting on nothing. Right. But they made me feel a certain way. Facts. The industry that I'm in is all opinion based. It's all okay. If I can make a person feel some type of way, then my job is complete.
Come on.
And what I need to do is make myself feel some type of way and just put my craft out there, like Ronnie said earlier, and you know, I'm not even worrying about it.
That's it,
because
bro.
at the end of the day, I'm putting it out for me, and I know who I'm putting it out for. If you listen to it, if you get it, you get it. You were meant to hear it. If not, I shouldn't feel bad. I shouldn't struggle with confidence because at the end of the day, I'm doing what I'm doing. But that's something I also do struggle with is confidence because I do all these things.
Come on.
And then I walk in these streets and it's like not getting acknowledgement. We all want acknowledgement.
Right.
We all want, saying, yeah, man, you're doing real good. You're doing great. Like
that's what we want. That's sometimes we need that. We need that.
We need that.
What I'm saying?
Like, as humans, we need that.
Facts.
We need that.
So for somebody that's listening right now that isn't receiving that right now, what would you tell them to encourage them to lift them up?
I would tell them go to the one person that you can always go to.
Come on,
which is God. He's literally in the room.
Facts.
Say it, believe it.
Facts.
I am beautiful. I have these notes in my bathroom on my mirror that I go in. Different scriptures, different things that I need to see and to say out loud to reaffirm how I'm feeling and to say, that's why I say I wake up every morning. I am blessed. God, just give me, just wake me up. Just wake me up. Give me that blessing of waking up, and I'm gonna go make the best of this day and best of my opportunity that I have.
Facts.
And for a long time, I didn't think like that. I was just waking up, going through the motions, just living. But now I have vision. I have something that I'm living for that's greater than myself, and I love it. I'm energetic.
I am.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Real talk.
That's special, bro.
Real
My man
talk.
said he got it on the mirror. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like y'all hear this in music. Y'all hear artists talking about it. Y'all hear people talking about it. But like my man said, he really got it on his mirror. So, bro, I'm about to try that. I'm about to try that. For real.
Recommend it, bro.
Like that's something new I want to try. You know what I'm saying? I got this little app on my phone, bro, and it sends me a message every hour. And it sends this to my watch and stuff too, bro. And it's like an encouraging message, and that's dope. But I definitely want to try the whole mirror thing. That's dope because you got to go brush your teeth in the morning.
Yeah.
Like you look in your mirror every morning. It's the first thing you do. So I'm gonna try that out, bro. I definitely appreciate that. And,
what's some things that you might have up your alley that you do to try to keep you like level headed,
bro? So like. I definitely have a relationship with God. First of all, man, shout out to God.
Shout out.
But when I go take a shower, bro, I do this every time I take a shower. Like it's not just like when I do it in the morning or when I do it at night, because I tend to take morning and night. But I do this every time I take a shower, bro. Like I legit go in the shower, bro. I turn off the lights. Like the bathroom's dark, bro, and I just turn off the lights, bro. I turn some worship music on or something, positive or some type of good vibe, and I sit in the shower, bro.
Yeah.
After like I get all clean and stuff, wash on up, bro, and I sit down for like 20-30 minutes, bro. Let the water run on me, and I just go to God. I let everything out. I pray for my people. I pray for myself. That's it, bro. Like, that's probably my biggest, and if I got anything I'm dealing with at the time, I cry and I let it out right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know he's going to listen. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I got a big relationship with God, and that, 100% helps. So, meditating, shout out my man, B Fresh. B's a goat in my eyes already. West Bank, know what it is, man. But he hit me up and told me, the meditation thing's real, and I started getting more focused on the whole meditation thing, bro. And it really puts you in a whole different vibe, bro. Yeah, no matter what you dealing with, when you walk out of that meditation mode that you were in, you feel like you're unstoppable.
You at peace.
You got that armor of God on you. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel you feel the righteousness. Like you just feel. You know what I'm saying? Like you just feel it. And man, like just praying and meditating on God. And
that's all it is. That's all it is, really.
And look, man, I want to touch on this. Like a lot of people think, having a relationship with God is like, it's religion and it's going to church and all that stuff. And I just want to touch on this, man. That's false.
Please do.
That's 100% false, man. I don't go to church every Sunday, but I got a relationship with God. And Christianity is not going to church, bro. Like it's not going to church.
Church is the community. It's not the building.
Right.
It's the community.
Facts.
We're in church right now.
And look, man, I'm about to touch on this too.
We in church right now.
We got 5 to 10 more minutes, but I want to touch on this. It's a lot of people say they don't like to go to church because I had a church judge and stuff. And let's be real, like, I want to say this right quick so no one's pointing fingers at me. It's not the church that's judging because the church is a synagogue. It's just a building. Yeah. You feel me? It's the people in the church.
Facts.
You feel me? So anybody that's listening, don't let the people in the church be the reason that you don't have a relationship with God.
Right.
Don't let somebody's belief or what somebody said say, oh, you doing this and that wrong. Don't let that be the reason that you're not going to God. Because at the end of the day,
preach.
If you making bad mistakes or you feel like you did something wrong, you just go to God and you say you're sorry. And you repent and you do your thing. You look at the end of the day. If I could encourage you to do anything, don't let the people in the church that judge you or point fingers at you be the reason you don't have a relationship with God.
Facts.
Because at the end of the day, I don't go to church every single Sunday, but I got an amazing relationship with God.
But you learn how to cultivate that new relationship doing, with formulas like going, sitting in the shower, meditating.
Facts.
You have to find God in your life. You have to. You have to. Otherwise, it's hard out here. Life is already hard alone with God because, with trials and errors, He gives His strongest battles to His toughest soldiers. Right. So, people like me and you, we're designed to go through those challenges because we have God on our side already. Facts. So not having them, I mean, He's always on your side, but not having Him present in your life and not having that relationship is going to make life 20 times harder.
100%, bro. Man, bro. Thank you, dog. Thank you for coming through, bro.
It's all love, brother.
This is special, man. Y'all know what it is, man. This is Self-Care Saturdays. This is episode 1. And look,
episode 1.
Everybody that's listening, I appreciate y'all for riding with me in my journey so far. And this is only the beginning. My man TK, this isn't the first time he's gonna be riding across that bridge. We got a lot more coming, man.
Facts.
And I'm really excited, bro. I'm really excited to see where this is gonna go. This is only episode 1. I'm trying to bring you back once a month. Cause our vibe is just there. you know what I'm saying? You a part of the team now.
Yeah, so I'm with it.
It's a blessing. Thank you for coming out for episode 1, my man. For real. It's love.
For sure, brother.
And y'all stay tuned. We're gonna have this on, all platforms. It's gonna be on the YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe. And where can they find you, my brother?
You already know. Find me on Instagram, Twitter at TrentSetter_. You want my number? 504. DM me.
Come on, yeah. I love it, man. Thank you, man, my brother. I appreciate you. And,
I appreciate you.
Shout out to everybody that tuned in. We love y'all and we appreciate y'all. Self-Care Saturdays, episode 1.
We out.